Well, people, it is Thursday night, April 23rd, 2026. I have 10:01 in the p.m. And we're going to start this night out in relation to a big church fire in Queens, New York. It caught my eye, and I'm sure it caught yours as well. Big church fire in Queens, New York. President Donald Trump was born in Queens, New York. And I found that interesting. Also, what happened tonight was that Trump has a truce extension. Yeah, another one, right? This time 3 weeks. And you're going to be astounded at how all these numbers come about. Check this out, because the 5 Ds are real. The delay, deny, debate, derail, and destroy. Look how they did this wisdom, right?
With you, a truce in the Middle East now extended for Israel and Lebanon. Jeff Harris joins us at the live desk with what comes next as the president makes more threats towards Iran. Jeff?
And we begin tonight at the White House, where President Trump announced a 3-week extension of a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. The meeting was the second high-level negotiation between the two countries since last week. In an online post here, the president saying the United States would help Lebanon protect itself from Hezbollah, adding that he plans on hosting the Israeli Prime Minister and Lebanese President at the White House sometime in the near future. Now, this all comes as the fragile ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran continues to be tested tonight. President Trump...
So yeah, now check this out. When you count 3 weeks from today, 3 weeks, that's 21 days, right? That number familiar? Of course, when J.D. Vance was over in Pakistan, JD said that they spoke for 21 hours trying to negotiate and they couldn't get the deal done. So 2-1 is a big number. But look, 21 days from today is May 14th. What is May 14th? That's Israel's birthday, y'all. I mean, the symbolism is just off the chain. Israel will be 78 years old by then. What's really going on? Now, let's segue into this. Big, massive fire in Queens, New York.
We begin here at 8 with some breaking news that's happening in Queens. A fire is now burning in Astoria. It involves 2 structures right now. Dan Rice is live over the scene in Chopper 2. Dan, what can you tell us?
Christine, this is an intense 4-alarm fire that started at around 6:45 this evening. You can see the church here, the Reformed Church of Astoria on 12th Street between Astoria Boulevard and 27th Avenue. That is where the fire is focused. From what the FDNY is telling our newsroom, the fire appears to have started in a residence, which appears to be this building attached to the church. It quickly spread over to the church structure itself. Just a few minutes ago, we saw intense flames coming out of the roof structure of the church, so you can still fire inside where the roof has collapsed at the center of the church. Now, at this point, there is no word on any injuries involved with this fire, and so far, no word on what caused the fire. But what you can see is a massive operation down here. Look towards the bottom of your picture there, and you can see members of the FDNY in the building next door trying to assess the situation. We've seen a drone flying around the area to help firefighters trying to attack this, but you can see they have their hands full here in the Astoria section of Queens. Reporting live in Chopper 2.
It's crazy, right? Now, it's called the First Reformed Church of Astoria. First Reformed Church of Astoria. That comes out to 165, ladies and gentlemen. What if I told you the 165th day of the year is June 14th, and that's Trump's birthday? Again, Trump was born Jamaica, Queens, New York, and this church is in Queens. Now, I found the church. It appears that the birthday of the church is October 27th. I see they had a few anniversaries, and I had to jumble it with a few other things. What I found out was that this church was either formed in 1834 or 1839. I'm not sure. But I do believe their birthday is October 27th. If you go here, you'll see they had a 180th anniversary, started in 1835. But then they have some other postings as 1839. But again, I do believe October 27th is their birthday. So check this out. It's called the First Reformed Church of Astoria. October 27, 2027, their next birthday, in theory, right? Today is April 23rd, 2026, the fire. That's exactly 79 weeks before their next birthday. Trump is 79 years old, people. Donald J. Trump, born in Queens, New York, where the church is at. Trump is 79 years old. Is that a coincidence? Now look at this here. Donald Trump, again, he was born June 14th, 1946, Jamaica Hospital in Jamaica neighborhood of Queens, New York. Isn't that something? Now look, 6/14/2026, Trump's next birthday. October 27, 2026, the birthday of the church. The difference is 4/14. Well, Abraham Lincoln got shot on 4/14. Now this is big because I've been doing videos all day. And on the 25th, 2 days from now, Trump is going to be in Washington, D.C., and he's going to be at the Correspondents' Dinner. And that's this place where, on the outside, where the first mega president, which was Ronald Reagan, he got shot there. That's right. The first Make America Great president, again, Ronald Reagan was shot. And the reason why I bring that up is that Trump's going to be there for a Correspondents' Dinner. He hasn't been at a Correspondents' Dinner since April 30th of 2011. Go figure. Check out my last 2 videos. I got everything in there. Now check this out. April 14th, 1865. That's my receipts. Abraham Lincoln was shot. Now, what day did Britain burn up the White House? It just connected in my brain, and the numbers are something else. You're looking at this fire, and it's a big fire. It's all over the news, right? Well, here's the thing, people. August 24th, 1814, during the War of 1812, following a victory at the Battle of Bladensburg, troops led by Major General Robert Ross occupied Washington, D.C. and set fire to the president's mansion, the Capitol, and other public buildings in relation for American actions in Canada. America had went and burned up Toronto, Canada, which is now Toronto. It was a retaliation for America who attacked York, which is current Toronto. And so the retaliation was to burn down the White House. So they actually burned up the White House. Now check this out.
In 1814, during the War of 1812, British forces marched straight into Washington, D.C. And what did they do? They torched the White House. President James Madison had already fled. First Lady Dolly Madison saved a portrait of George Washington, but that was all. The British entered, dined on the president's abandoned dinner, and then set the place ablaze. It wasn't just the White House. They burned the Capitol, the Treasury, even the Library of Congress. Why? Retaliation. Just weeks earlier, American troops had burned the Canadian city of York, modern-day Toronto. So the British brought fire right back to America's capital. A freak thunderstorm helped douse the flames, possibly saving more of the city. But
what I want you to understand is that they're repeating history. But this history here, it appears to me they're going to blame this on Iran. Yes, the White House could be in jeopardy. They're teasing us, people. But the average person isn't watching Decoding, so they're not going to know. But it appears that this is what's going to happen in the future to America. April 23rd, 2026 is today. There's a fire in Queens, New York. August 24th, 2026 is the anniversary of Britain burning the White House. The difference is 4-1. There's your 4-1 again. April Fools. April Fools. How many videos have I done since April? April Fools is coming up. Remember I told you, Donald is a clown, like Ronald McDonald. He's a clown. In the video Lavender that Snoop Dogg is in way back in the day, there's a Ronald clown. There's a Trump Ronald clown. You understand? Now look at this here. August 24th, 2026, the anniversary of Britain burning the White House. October 27th, 2026. What would that be, Pearson? I forgot already. October 27th. I forgot what that was. We might have to keep going. Oh, that was the actual anniversary of the church. So October 27th, 2026, the anniversary of the church that's burning up right now, versus the anniversary of the day that White House was burned. You get 64 days. Barack Obama is 64 years old. Is that a coincidence? Now, what else we got here? 9/11. You got to think about 9/11. You think about a fire. 9/11, 2001, New York. Remember that? Twin Towers. April 23rd, 2026 is today. That was 24 years ago. The 24th letter of the alphabet is X. X means I'm going to take you out. And what happened on July 13th? Well, July 13th of 2024, they say Trump was hit in the end, Butler, Pennsylvania. You see how these numbers come together, people. Is this coincidence? All because there's a fire. I believe I have decoded and figured it out. Oh, you hate to see this. You hate to see this. Yes, I do believe the powers will do things like this to make a statement. To make a statement. And they're going to make some bigger ones in the future. Now check this out. New York became the 11th state to join the United States back in the day. July 26, 1788. July 26, 1788, America. Well, New York joined America as one of the 50 states, right? April 23rd, 2026, that's today. 237 years ago, New York joined America, and 8/4. What if I told you Barack Obama was born August 4th? People, they are speaking. It appears every day there's something going on. Every day, every day, every day, every day. I'm Friend Shot Pearson. Stay prayed up. Jesus is coming soon. Get right, stay right, get ready for the flight.